Hi, I'm Eric Von Richmond, and this is Subterranean Spotlight, the home for all things cool, odd, and weird. Today, I thought I'd take a different approach and do some more dedication to where I'm from. I'm from New Orleans, and I want to do some more dedication to the New Orleans music scene. Not necessarily like the mainstream scene, but more New Orleans underground, punk and metal, what we're going for here on this channel. And today I decided to do an interview with these guys. They're from St. Bernard, New Orleans area, and they're a newer band coming out, and I think they deserve some recognition and getting they need to get out there. And I feel like this channel would be a good way to do that. So today we have Social Daze, and I'm gonna pass the mic around. Y'all can tell me who you are and what you play.
Okay. I'm Sam. I play bass and backing vocals.
I'm Torin, and I play drums.
I'm Brody, and I yell.
I'm Jace. I play guitar. This whole thing reminds me of that one Metallica thing where it's like that's what I was trying to tell you, like Metallica.
Yeah.
Play Tomo. James, lead. I mean rhythm guitar and vocals.
And how long have y'all been playing for?
About a year and a half. Yes, it started. About 2 Mardi Gras ago now. Is when it pretty much started.
I kind of have an exact. A year and 8 months.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
So almost 2 years.
I was looking at the calendar the other day.
I saw these guys at a show the other day. I brought my, it was an all-ages show I brought my kid to, and they kind of blew me out the water with what they were doing, and I was just kind of floored by them. I was like, man, these dudes deserve some serious props here for what they're doing. They're very, very young too. I mean, I'm 45 years old, and like I said, good to see this kind of spark in the New Orleans scene, if you ask me. Now, how did y'all meet?
Oh, school pretty much. Do you want to take it again?
Yeah, I'll tell the story again. So basically, we all me, him, and him were in Shelman High School's marching band. Me and him went to middle school together, where we had another band.
We were in Trist's band, though.
We were in Trist's marching band, too. And, yeah, that's where we met. He was supposed to be the drummer of my first band when we were in middle school. That didn't go anywhere. And then nothing ever came of anything. And then one day I texted him. I had just come back from Texas. I used to work in Texas. I had just come back from Texas, and I'd gotten back into guitar playing. I quit for like a year, 2 years, and then I just randomly got back into it. I texted him, said we should do something because I knew he was doing vocals too. And so it started in my bedroom with us just programming drums and bass, and just the only real thing was guitar and vocals. And then one day he was at Disney World for a marching band trip, and he accidentally followed me. He was there too. I didn't know that. He accidentally followed me on Instagram, and I saw it, and I just texted him randomly. I was like, "Sup, Torrance? It's been a long time since we've talked." And I told him about me and his band when we were just in my bedroom. And I was like, "We're kind of looking for a drummer right now." I didn't know he played drums, but he was just like, "I'm a drummer." And I told him, and I was like, "We should try him out." And pretty much it fell in line after that. He got in. He was about to switch to guitar, actually, for another band.
It was for our band.
Yeah, he was about to switch to guitar. And then I knew he played bass because he played...
like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I knew he played bass. Yeah, I knew he played bass, and I was just like, you should just come and try out bass. And he didn't respond to me for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, no.
He was being a little hoe.
Because I did not remember who he was. I was like, who is this fucking dude?
Best baritone player of the marching band?
No.
Who?
Raymond. So I play big trumpet.
Because I was in one. I played the clarinet in marching.
I played baritone and euphonium during concert season.
I played trumpet.
I played mellophone and trumpet.
I was a spaz in middle school and thought I was like the best drummer, and then like had like kind of a bad experience with that all after the pandemic, and I just kind of stopped doing that and just focused on screaming a lot. And then, but this he played saxophone in middle school. Don't let him pretend that he wasn't a saxophone kid at one point. He
I
was.
also played saxophone. I'm not-
You're both saxophone kids. I mean, I was a drumline kid, but
Yeah.
I don't like Pink Floyd that much.
I'm a Pink Floyd junkie. like
And canceled.
No, like when people talk about psychedelic, I'd much rather. Best album of all time. By the way. Best album ever.
Revolver.
I mean,
Yes,
yeah,
Revolver.
they had a good little run of like psychedelic albums. You know, they had the Magical Mystery Tour,
Oh, yeah.
and the Sergeant Pepper, you know, shit like what Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. See, there's a lot of division. I know there's going to be a lot of division talk on the Beatles because there's half and half. There's people that like the Beatles, and there's people that don't like the Beatles. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Nobody's just like okay. with it.
I am of the opinion, you know, put it in the comments. I love the Beatles, and I think they are one of the most influential things to ever happen to rock music. I mean,
I respect that they're all very talented musicians, and I respect
Oh,
that they are one of the most
they're not
influential
like-
names in the world, but I don't like their music.
like I guess because I grew up on it. My dad was like a Beatle junkie, so I had to hear them a lot growing up. Like by the time I was like 10, I knew most of their songs, kind of thing. So like, I mean, that influenced me anyway. Like I knew when I heard a band like Nirvana, like that kind of thing just kind of magnetized me. Like I guess in the same way, because in some ways their songs are very nursery rhyme. I guess you know like something you can like easily take in and remember. You know, like a lot of things like that for me. Like I'll hear it and I'm like, oh, this is very sing song, you know, stuff like that, and it just gravitates toward me. Like the pop element of Nirvana really grabbed me.
Yeah.
But it's like pop. It's like Beatles and Sabbath kind of mixed. It's got like with like a punk twist, you know. But I mean, you could hear all sorts of influences and stuff like that. What are y'all's influences?
So for me, it's mostly like sludge doom like that, and like slam, like brutal death, stuff like that.
Any certain bands?
Oh, and grindcore. So for me, it's I Hate God, Chelsea Grin, love them. Guttural Slug is really good. Pig Destroyer, no, Electric Wizard, stuff like that.
I grew up big on the Misfits, a lot of old punk bands from like the 90s and 80s too. NoFX. Nirvana was probably the biggest one for me, honestly. That just bridged fucking... Oh my god, yeah, them too. Fucked up too, yeah. Yeah.
I got on them when I was like 15, 16. And somehow, you know, you just hear a band and you're like, that's for me.
Right, yeah.
That's just one of those kind of bands.
Something my dad put me on to. Thank you. Thank you.
So with the vocal style I have isn't really based on a lot of like my favorite stuff. It's kind of just like Pantera, like, you know, Phil Anselmo kind of inspiration. These dudes just say I sound like a copy of Phil a lot of the time, and I take it as a it's a compliment. I mean, hey, either way it's a compliment, I feel. But with some of the new vocal inspiration is from my favorite band, like Meshuggah, like what Jens Kidman does, but like when I did my gutturals and stuff, like Cannibal Corpse, Dying Fetus, definitely Cannibal Corpse, like a lot of George Fisher, but I ended up just sounding a lot like Chris Barnes instead, yeah. But I mean, it was early Chris Barnes. Yeah, I mean, Chris Barnes now, I think he needs to work on it, but
He just needs to stop.
6 Feet Under is really good. Yeah, like their early stuff is really good, but then he just kind of like gave up, I feel. Yeah. Revenge of the Zombie was a good banger. And then just any early 6 Feet Under, really, but it just kind of, I feel like Chris just smoked too much weed and kind of forgot how to do his vocals, because that honestly happens to me too. Yeah, the dreadlocks too. It's pulling on his brain.
I feel like you like cleaning out wires, bro.
I don't like that he talks trash on. I feel like Chris Barnes, he's starting to be that kind of get off my lawn kind of guy. Oh, these new bands, they don't do this and that. They not this and that. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Are you not seeing what's going on in music?
Elitism in metal is stupid, but gatekeeping is something that needs to be kind of still kept. I feel like you gotta keep the people who shouldn't be in the scene out of the scene, but thinking that what you listen to, like if somebody listens to something somewhat similar and thinking that your stuff is better is kind of stupid. But like, there's a difference between the kid that listens to the popular bands and then someone who just listens to a different genre of metal, basically. And that's where I feel like that's the divide. Like, you can let a kid get into it, but you can't let that kid claim he's been a part of it, I feel, because that's not the case.
We lost the plot. My inspirations, go a very, very wide. He forgot to mention Suicide Silence. My inspirations go like a very wide aspect. Mainly though blues, honestly, which is crazy. You've heard us but if you really listen to what I'm playing, you're like, okay, that's just the blues.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of New Orleans has that.
Yeah.
Mainly because of Black Sabbath.
Right, yeah. But when I first started guitar, it was a lot of Killswitch Engage type, like metalcore, Avenged Sevenfold, stuff like that. As I progressed, it delved more into Whitechapel, Suicide Silence, Job for a Cowboy.
You got an extra string on that bitch.
Yeah, I got an extra string on the guitar, and so I was fucking going crazy. Then Slipknot came into my life. This guy remembers that very well.
Middle school, bro.
Yeah.
It was like freshman year.
It was my middle school, but But these guys pushed me, like he pushed me into Crowbar, he pushed me into I Hate God, we pushed him into like everything. Like when the band first started, I was like, okay, go check out Job for a Cowboy, go check out Whitechapel. I was like really putting him on there, and then he hit it with Crowbar, and I was like, holy fuck, scooped mids, yes. And then he came in with I Hate God, and I was like, oh my god, fuzz, yes. I still don't use a fuzz pedal though. It doesn't sound good with what I play.
One thing that baffles me is that I know a lot of people, like if they hear the Crowbar influence, are going to think that it's because of just how popular Crowbar is now. But we were doing it. We were doing it
before Crowbar did it.
We were doing it before Crowbar became multi-million listeners on Spotify. We knew about Crowbar beforehand. We not. All of the real ones knew beforehand, not before TikTok.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I did not like Crowbar that much, at all.
There we go.
Okay, I did
Back
not.
on?
Yeah,
Cool.
I did not like Crowbar that much, because I just didn't like it. I don't know. But then I started getting into them again. They were like greatest band ever. So.
Oh yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, so now, whenever I write riffs, it's either very Crowbar-y, very I Hate God-y, or very Killswitch Engage-y.
So you
Like,
blended you got a blend of like New Orleans style mixed with like a metalcore style,
pretty much, yeah.
mixed with like a little punk rock twist,
Hardcore.
hardcore, and a little death metal
Every once in a while.
with a twist of lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been a really good interview. Do y'all have any shows coming? Did I ask y'all if y'all have any shows coming up soon?
The first recording you did.
So June 26th, yeah, Homa Intracoastal Club. We're hopefully getting this thing on May 29th at the Fred Hampton Free Store on St. Claude in New Orleans. It's a charity show. Somebody's trying to get top surgery, and so pretty much there's a bunch of bands just coming out there and just raising money for this person. It's a very loving scene. Everybody loves each other pretty much, and nobody really has beef or anything like that. So we all try to help each other out a lot.
Hey, do y'all have any upcoming recordings?
It was supposed to be tonight, but at Loyola, like it's kind of flooding actively as we speak. So hopefully tomorrow night we'll get something out, or at least recorded.
Start the process.
Yeah, start the process of it. Spotify, all that. I know if not, fuck Spotify.
But Spotify is all we got.
Yeah, fuck Spotify. Yeah, no, that's about it. Tomorrow night, hopefully.
If people use CDs and shit, that would be cool. But like, all anybody's got is Spotify and Apple Music, all that. SoundCloud isn't even a thing, really.
I'm getting CDs before we go record, and I'm burning them onto the said CDs, and I'm selling them at shows.
Oh no, I was saying that.
Buy vinyl, buy tapes, buy CDs, buy physical media, please. Physical media is missing from everybody's stuff these days, and I feel like physical media is where it's at. You get so much more with... You can't hold a file. You can't hold a file.
My dad is so obsessed with physical media, like games. He has a shelf full of like 3 different consoles worth of games, and it's like and it's high shelves too. Like it's almost to the ceiling, and it's it's a whole shelf, and it's just like 100 PS4 games, 100 PS5 games, 100 Switch games, and then like a few like old NES games, and then like a couple like 3DS games from when I was a kid. But he's so big on it because he doesn't want to lose all of the stuff, because games are so big on just having digital stuff. You can buy it, but you still kind of just don't own it. Like, it's weird. There's a couple games I have because I'm on a computer and that's all digital, and there's a couple games I just can't play that I've fully paid $40 for, and that shit's just gone.
Well, here we have the end of our interview. I'm glad to have y'all, come out and do this. This is Social Daze. Y'all names one more time.
I'm Sam.
Torin.
Brody.
Jace.
And I'm Eric Von Ritzman. I need y'all to like, subscribe, hit that bell, subscribe. I'm looking for subscribers. If you want to see more New Orleans scene, put it in the messages. Let me know. This has been a Subterranean Spotlight, and I thank y'all very much, and I'll see y'all next time.